Should we restart completely?
I have that thought every episode, Michael.
He does.
At least 3 times
and
an
he
episode.
says it sometimes too.
I don't know if this is a movie.
We'll get there. Don't.
Don't.
This seems
it'll
like-
get there.
Welcome back. This is Ira with NPR.
We're back, and my name
I don't know what his last name
is Lemony Snicket. That's Julio Von Trapp, and this is Ira,
The guy
From NPR.
the guy from
Ira
NPR.
from NPR. It's a bit of a weird last name, but it's Dutch.
From NPR.
And we're back with another episode. Woo!
Logline.
Woo! Logline. No, this is Michael. And all right, Julio, what do you got for us?
So we're using the same website as last time. writingexercises.co.uk/plotgenerator.php.
Don't give it too much traffic, because then it'll go down like the
Shut
other
down.
one.
You guys have a reputation
That's so
of ruining
sad.
websites.
We really do. We really do.
All right. Let's start with the main character.
A woman in her late 20s who can be quite anxious.
Isn't that exactly the same as the last time? It was a woman in her 20s who could be quite stubborn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should we try a new
Yeah,
one?
give me another one.
A young woman in her late teens who is very daring.
I can see the structure they're going for.
they're literally doing Mad Libs.
A man.
Ooh.
Oh, man this time.
Whoa.
This
A
changing
man in
it
his
up.
late 30s. We haven't seen 30s before. Who could be quite forceful.
Great.
No, that sounds gross.
Yeah,
I don't want to
that
deal
sounds
with
like a
that.
bad
I know
idea.
that sounds like a bad movie. A man in his late 20s who can be quite imaginative.
Okay.
I feel like we can go a lot of places with that.
Yeah,
Like
that's pretty
maybe
vague.
he's schizophrenic. Maybe
Wow.
he's.
We don't have any other.
We should make like a really gritty movie this
Holy
time.
moly.
Not make any
Were-
jokes. Just
were-
like make
were
a
you ever
really.
described as being quite creative as a child? Because if so, were you immediately thinking man, I must have schizophrenia?
Probably.
I have all these friends, but I can't see them. Great.
We have our character. He's schizophrenic. Where
Okay.
is he? What's the setting? Is it a real setting?
Ooh.
Oh, I like this.
What is it?
The
A
story
casino.
begins in a casino.
Well, it begins in a casino. What if it just starts off, he just is in a casino and he immediately leaves?
Maybe he is the casino.
What if he immediately leaves the casino?
Like there's actually just one frame where he's in a casino,
Yeah.
and you can't actually tell he's in a
Well, the
casino.
opening shot is he's walking out of the casino.
Because it does begin in a casino.
Yeah.
Define begin.
So beginning happens before the ending.
Well,
I'm
is
very
it
smart.
plot wise, or is it story wise?
When did it begin?
It began before the camera started rolling.
It does say the story begins in a casino, so the opening shot doesn't necessarily have to be in a casino.
But
it just
when
means
did-
this character's story?
When did
started
the
in a
original
casino.
story begin?
Fuck off!
So, idea time. The
Wait. Ding, ding, ding. Idea bell.
That's the funny bit we do when we have an idea. Actually,
Ding, ding, ding,
I don't
idea
ever do
bell.
Julian's never
We
done
call
it.
the movie.
Actually did.
We
I
call
don't
the
have any
we call
ideas.
the movie Casino Madness. There's never a shot that takes place in a casino. The story starts in a casino, and we heavily imply that it takes place in a casino, or he just came from a casino. That's the movie.
Like, are you saying that he always thinks he's in a casino, but he's not?
No, he keeps telling people he dodges the question. Whenever he's asked where have you been all night, he tells people that he was in a casino, but only through indirect phrases, I was out with the boys and I lost a lot of money, and then he winks, nudge, nudge towards the camera.
Situation. What's a situation? Somebody is lost,
Ooh,
Okay.
his daughter.
but he doesn't actually have a daughter.
Yeah, because he's mad, but not insane. He's just angry.
He's angry
Because his
all the
daughter's
time.
missing.
Yeah.
Is this Taken?
Yeah, but it's taken, but he has no fighting skills. He's just really angry, but he has no ability to actually find his daughter.
Can't we call it returned?
Returnal.
Return. What's he returning to?
The casino.
Well, it was called Taken.
Oh yeah.
So the story begins and ends in a casino
Yeah.
because he works there.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Read all the
Big
prompts
casita.
to me again.
All right. A man in his late 20s who can be quite imaginative.
Yeah.
The story begins in a casino, and someone is lost.
So we've gone down the rabbit hole of our man is schizophrenic. And
Are we married to that idea?
I'm married to the money, and I'll never let it go.
Is that something people say?
I don't know. It's a line from a song.
It sounds cool.
It sounded like a line from a song.
There we go.
So, yeah, I guess people say it.
This guy.
Anyways, so our
Disease
guy
idea?
is crazy, right? And he started in a casino because casinos are known for having people who have diseases
Of the mind?
of
Is
the
this what you're
soul,
going
Michael.
for?
Are you
Of the soul.
Because
trying
have
to,
the-
are you trying to critique society based off of gambling
Society.
addictions? Should we like restart completely?
I have that thought every episode, Michael.
He does.
At least like
he
3
does,
times
and
an
he
episode.
says it sometimes too.
Like I don't I don't know if this is a movie.
We'll get there. Don't
Don't-
worry.
This
yeah,
seems
it'll
like
get there.
This seems like a short story written from some 1800s Scandinavian man.
Well, Michael, if you would have listened to last episode, you would know that we turned it into a stage play.
I forgot about that.
Why are you faulting me? They're not out.
You didn't listen.
Anywho, are we working on this then? Who's lost?
Oi, what's all this then?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you high, man?
Oh, it's just funny.
So this man is in a casino.
He's schizophrenic, presumably.
Someone is lost. Is it like his daughter? Are we married to that bit?
No, well, I'm not.
Don't make me say it.
So who's
Should we click on theme and see if we kind of get
Yeah,
some connecting
yeah.
tissue here?
Yeah, that's what makes something an organ.
Oh, it's a story about hatred.
Ooh, he hates his daughter.
He hates his daughter,
Okay.
and he's
But
okay
his daughter's
that she's
lost.
lost.
No, he's not okay because he hates her so much he wants to find her. It's like Taken, but he's doing the kidnapping. He works at a casino. It's not too big in the
So-
plot.
This is going to really fucked up territory.
So lost. So she's lost. Did she like live with him and then she like ran away? And he's like,
Hold on.
hates
What
her?
if we don't do a daughter? What if it's just somebody he knows? What about his mother
Yeah, it's become a
His
really
own mother.
or father? Perhaps a parent.
like a decrepit. just
Just like a decrepit.
a dec-
You know,
Can we do like a Fairly Odd Parent?
no.
I prefer a parent that's only somewhat odd.
Yeah, only a little bit like quirky.
You know.
Nice.
So is it his hatred then? He hates somebody or something.
It could be somebody else's hatred.
Well, that's true. Wait a minute.
Maybe the casino hates him.
Yes.
Because he's too good.
Okay,
so
hold on.
He's so-
Hold on.
Oh.
It's like Monster House.
I haven't seen that in fucking ages. I can't remember
The
how it works.
casino is living,
Oh,
and it's
I'm
trying
so
to.
down about
It's
this.
trying to keep him inside the casino,
Okay, idea.
but he
idea.
has to find his daughter, who's outside of the casino.
So the whole movie is him trying to get out of the casino.
It's like
Yes.
Percy Jackson. Remember that movie? They get stuck in the casino because there's like
Because
a
they
casino.
take LSD.
They were lotus flowers, but there's like
sorry, lotus flowers.
listen. I don't know if you know the lore, but there's a guy in there who can't leave the casino, and he's been playing since 1972 or something
Really?
because he keeps eating these fucking flowers.
Sounds like torture.
Yeah, but they're okay with it because
Oh, well.
I think I haven't seen that
That's
movie in
good.
a while either.
Yeah.
Well, it's lotus flowers. Like, what's the worst could happen?
What if he's like creative in his ways of winning?
Well, does he win?
I mean,
Well,
that's why the
how-
casino would hate him
Yeah, the casino hates him.
because he's too good.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And like maybe he's creative. He's like he's really good at sleight of hand, or like he's really good at like sleight of hand. I really only had one one idea. But like maybe
First of all. Second of all.
Really good at sleight of hand.
Either sleight of
Also
hand or
really
like
good at
he,
sleight of hand.
or maybe he's like a card counter. I don't know. I don't think we need to go for the schizophrenia angle. It could just be a creative person.
It is an
look.
alive house that's angry at him because
Yeah.
he's too good at like, gambling.
That's fair. I was a
He's
bit,
got something going on. Unless this is just like a fantasy.
Maybe
sci-fi kind of
he's really paranoid. Maybe it's not like necessarily
Ooh.
schizophrenia, but he's really paranoid because he has this idea that he's really, really good at gambling and that the casino is like out to get him.
oh, it's ambiguous whether or not the casino is like an actual threat.
Well, I was kind of hoping for a shot like in Monster House where the house opens up
Yeah, but it could
in
be like
half with
it could-
like teeth.
It could be like he envisions it that way, but we leave it open ended whether or not like it's all in his head that the casino is like an actual thing, or if
Yeah.
it's literally just if it's an actual monster.
Like as time goes on, we become more and more convinced that the house is actually like out to get him. And then I like the climax. We're like, oh yeah, it's totally like alive and it's
You
actually
know what
like,
I
trying to
just
fuck him up.
realized? You said the house because we were talking about Monster House, but we're talking about a casino. But at a casino,
The house,
the house always wins.
That's what we call it. The house always wins.
That's
or
good.
The house hates
That's
your
very
daughter.
good. The house.
The house always wins, daughter hatred saga.
That sounds like a badly translated movie title.
The house hates your daughter and left her outside of the casino.
What if the casino doesn't hate him? The casino just like really does not fuck with his daughter. She's just really, he loves his daughter. His daughter, like, they have a great relationship. In this casino that he's like mildly good at,
Yeah.
it just is really annoyed with this little kid.
It's like, this kid never going to have a father again. Because the casino never had a father. And it hates the kid so much.
Because she has a father.
Because she has a father.
Wait. So we'll do a backstory montage of the casino, and it starts as like this little gambling hut.
Casinette.
Casinito.
Casinito.
And it grows and grows, and it gets bigger as more people come in or whatever. But it's sad that it never had a casino father.
Okay, I'd like to ask
So
what
the first part of the montage will be in black and white because it's old.
How far back does a casino lineage go?
So the first casino was actually in the Garden of Eden.
Oh.
You see there.
This is what I was referring to as the beginning.
Big Apple says that
Big Apple.
Big Apple says that it was actually the fruit that made Adam and Eve sinful, but it was really like this little casino guy. So really, the casino's the devil, I think.
But the casino is very sad that he doesn't have a devil father.
Okay, but that makes sense because Lucifer doesn't have a really good relationship with his father. I didn't start this hoping to get to Lucifer. Somehow we did. Maybe that's my bit. Every time I come on, I just somehow it goes into Lucifer territory.
Hell, yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, that says a lot about society.
So what tone are we going for? Like, is this supposed to be comedic or is this supposed to be like actually serious?
I think it's like a psychological.
Okay, because if we're doing that, then maybe we should stray away from the Lucifer talk.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be funny regardless.
They're always funny.
This
guy's funny.
We're not
Because
gonna.
I like that idea that we were doing of like some interpretation of like this guy has troubles with the casino because he might see it as a monster, but he sees it as a monster, but it's not like clear if it's something in his head or if it's an actual monster.
Like, you're a sound guy.
Yep.
Do you think
I'm a sound guy.
we can get the rights to using Eminem and Rihanna's hit song "Monster"?
Oh yeah, for this one. For this one, well, what's our budget look like? Are we crowdfunding or are we talking to our semi serious uncle?
I think it should be animated.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can do a lot of cool stuff with animation.
I like moving picture.
It's like a drawing, but they keep going.
It's almost like somebody put a bunch of drawings that are very similar next to each other and show them to you, all really close together, and then put sound over it, and then
He's stalling.
Wait, okay.
I'm going crazy.
If it's gonna be animated, then we have to make it so that everything in the entire animation bounces up and down slightly to the beat of the song.
Ooh, like Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah.
Speaking of rhythm games, Elden Ring.
Or like any animation from the 20s or 30s.
But not the 40s or 10s. There's a specific 20-year period where animation just bounced a little bit.
That's why it's called the Roaring 20s. It was 20 years.
It's because of earthquakes, actually.
Yes, it was 20 years.
Because of the earthquake. So it's a lot of bears and lions, too.
Oh, my.
I was going to do it like a lion roar, but I don't trust my lion roar ability enough to make that joke.
What if he went for the lion roar and then he got the like Simba roar where he goes, ah!
That was
everything the light touches. Wait, we should get James Earl Jones to voice the house. The casino warden. I don't know what it's actually called, but like the guy in charge.
Yeah, the warden.
I know it's not warden.
No, we're calling them the warden.
Dude, that would be sick as hell.
The house is the warden?
No, the casino has a warden.
So the house always wins, but James Earl Jones plays whoever's in charge, and somewhere we'll refer to him as the warden.
Are there other people in this casino?
Yes. Or no.
How many people?
3. It's a really big place, and there's 3 different wings, and there's just some dude in the West Wing.
Declaring war?
Yep. No, he's not declaring. He's just... Anywho.
He's partaking in war. It's already begun.
Oh. I didn't want to, like, take
this is a war movie now.
Ooh.
What if there's a war happening inside the casino?
Between the West Wing and the East Wing. Because there's 2 guys or girls, and they fight each other like a war.
Wow. So this
Like
is old like Disney animation style, like rubber hose animation where they're all bouncing to the beat, right? But they all have World War I like hats on, like the helmets. And they've all got like their like M1 rifles that you have to manually do everything with. But they're also sitting at a slot machine.
What if... Okay, idea time. The house took his daughter.
Wait. Ding, ding, ding. Idea bell.
I was thinking about doing that joke, but I did, it's kind of your joke.
You can say it now.
Ding, 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 idea bell.
Oh, I meant your idea.
Oh.
I already said that.
I should just go. The house took the daughter, or like is holding her captive. I'm still not married to this daughter idea. Just whatever the guy needs to do, we'll figure that out later. So he has to like win a bunch of trials of different levels of gambling in order to get it back. It's kind of like that song where like the fiddle one with the devil. The devil went down to Georgia, where he has to be better at gambling than the devil, and like in the end he does because he's so good.
Wait. This is just Cuphead.
Is it? I have.
Yeah, I was. God damn it!
We have made Cuphead like DLC.
Yeah, it's better than the Cuphead developers. Am I right?
Yikes!
They announced that like 2
This
years
is
ago.
now a video game criticism podcast.
Yeah, that's right. We're switching.
Every once in a while we switch gears.
Cyberpunk was not ready for release.
We're switching up, stepping on the beat.
I think James Earl Jones for the house.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just call him the house? I think that makes more sense than the warden, because I don't know how a warden would operate in a casino.
Who's the guy that?
Wait, but he's a warden because he's locked in the casino. It's a prison for his mind.
Wow, I thought we got there like 10 minutes ago.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You know that you know that show, the hospital show?
Lost?
That one guy, whose name is House.
Wait, House MD?
Yeah. What's his real name?
Sherlock Holmes. No, it's Hugh. No, it's Hugh. No, the thing is, like, House is actually like it's an adaptation of Sherlock Holmes.
Huge asshole.
I think it's not Hugh Grant.
The point is, I think we should get House to play the house.
I think it's Hugh Laurie.
Right.
But what about James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. House,
What if-
House can be the physical manifestation of the guy walking around, but James Earl Jones can voice him like Darth Vader.
Yeah. We just dub over House. And also, it's not the actor playing like a role. It's the actor playing House. We're getting him to play House again. He's gonna have a cane and a drug addiction and depression.
Wait. Like, but hold on. Can he play House? Like when you were?
Does he have dolls?
4 years old.
I played so much House. Who should play the main guy?
That's a good question.
So
No,
let's go.
hold on. Okay. Ding, ding, ding! Idea bell. We're on this thing about House playing House in the house.
Yeah.
But if the movie's called The House Always Wins, we should have House playing the main character, so we don't know who wins.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
You like that one?
I like that one.
What if House and the House are the same person?
What if? Okay, controversial take. We call the movie "The House Always Loses." It's objectively worse.
That you know what, Michael? That's the first time I've agreed with you today. That's objectively worse.
Yeah. I think. Okay, is there like a Greek god, or potentially a god of a different pantheon that has to do with greed? Because we could like lightly hint that the house is like the god of greed.
Yeah. It's greed.
Yeah, look it up.
Thank you.
He's one of the 7 sins, and also in Binding of Isaac when you go into too many shops.
You do realize Abrahamic faiths are monotheistic?
Yeah, but he's like basically a god, and when you beat him, you get money.
Did you find anything?
Yeah.
And then you can also do greed mode, and then there's super ultra greed, and when you beat him, you get a prize.
Never mind. Let's abandon this.
So there's no god of greed, but there is a god of wealth, Plutus.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Well, okay, what about a god of like temptation?
Ooh. What if we just make him Dionysus, like the party god?
And I don't mean sexual temptation.
I do.
He's just drinking wine all the time.
Tantalus. They really called this motherfucker Tantalus.
Most famous.
They being the Greeks. Petho?
Okay, I think it's Pytho.
Pytho.
Pythagoras?
No.
Hey, have you heard about his new theorem?
Did he make a second one, or is he just re-releasing the original?
Extra, read all about it.
It's
Pythagoras releases new theorem.
He released a new CD called Best of Pythagoras.
This is one page.
It's just his theorem. He did
one.
I'm pretty sure he
What
did
do you think he did after that?
I'm pretty sure he actually did like a ton of stuff, but nothing else was named after him. Like
Yeah.
a fucking loser.
You only get your one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't have like Pythagoras' second theorem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kepler did. He got 3 laws and some theorems.
Oh yeah,
but he's just better.
Well,
what makes him better?
He has more laws and theorems.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I think he has to like make his way through different levels of casino by beating people in different games. So he has to like start off with like.
Oh, it's like Ready Player One.
I haven't seen that. I think it's more like Dante's Inferno, but in reverse.
I was gonna say it was like a SpongeBob episode, but then I remembered neither of you have seen SpongeBob.
I've seen SpongeBob.
So you
haven't seen SpongeBob?
Well, Michael hasn't.
And I'm both of us.
Oh yeah, forget about that.
It's like the episode of SpongeBob where the chapped lips episode. Remember chapped lips? You know,
I don't know that one.
where he has to like fight up the dojo thing to learn karate.
If it's a newer episode,
It's like season 4.
oh okay. I don't remember it.
Is there anything else we can add?
He has to fight up the tower, the dojo, to learn karate, and he has to fight all these different people. And then when he gets to the top, he has to fight the master, but then he loses because then the master tries to sell him real estate.
Yeah, should we add another thing?
I think we should add another thing, not to like complicate it more, but to like restrain us to it having to include one more thing.
Character action.
Sure.
You think that sounds fun?
Yeah.
Physical endurance.
One of his gambling things is he has to gamble on himself in a physical capacity. Like he has to.
Metaphorical gambling.
He's like, I'm gonna beat you in boxing. Creatively, I'm a little confused about this one now. Can we have a different
What
character?
are we
action?
going for?
That doesn't make. I feel like that one doesn't make sense.
Wow, that's helpful. Your character has some questions to answer.
Okay, great.
Sick.
Wait, I have an idea. Have you guys played the game Control?
I haven't played.
Heard of it.
Like I haven't completed it, but
Like,
I've
you know
played
the gist?
it. Yeah.
What if it's like like a supernatural casino.
I think
I
we've
thought
already
that was
agreed on that.
established 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but like it's like a secret.
Like other people don't know.
Yeah, like this guy he shows up and he gets in and it's all like
And
So
nobody
is he
else.
trying to convince other people?
no, there are other people, but it's a
It's silent. They can't talk.
maybe it's like purgatory.
We have to recap on what our story is and like kind of decide.
I think
okay?
we should find
So-
one thing that
This guy, are we staying with the daughter bit?
I don't think so.
No. So he's just in the casino. Is he mentally ill? Or is he schizophrenic? He could still be mentally
I
ill.
think
Is
he's
he
mentally
schizophrenic?
ill. I don't think he's schizophrenic.
Okay, so he's just like paranoid.
I like yeah.
Paranoid? So he's paranoid that like the house, meaning the casino, is out to get him. But not in a like the people at the casino are out to get him, like the actual physical space is out to get him. Is
Yeah.
this still animated? And is everybody bouncing to the beat?
I don't think so.
Okay. This is live action.
Yeah.
Because that makes it easier to cast actors.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're casting voice actors.
I mean, you don't have to cast voice actors because every animated film for the past 20, 30 years has been just casting for name recognition
But
over
it's
ability.
important that we decide like what the character looks like. So we need to
Yeah.
think of actually look like that, right?
Yeah.
So we're in the casino. He's paranoid that the casino's out to get him, right?
Yes.
And he has to. What does he have to do?
He has to. Does he have to like? Should he have to like traverse through the building, or should he have to like actually? Because he's like creative. I'm not sure. I know we talked about.
I kind of like the tiered like boss.
Okay, well, it didn't seem like it.
Oh no, I was making a connection to SpongeBob. You just don't know SpongeBob.
I don't. I was referring to Hercules and his 12 tasks, kind of.
You're really biblical today.
Hercules is not in the Bible.
Yeah.
What?
You're still really biblical today.
Yeah. But I like the idea of multiple tasks. I don't know if it has to be 12. I do prefer the number 13. 13's unlucky, which might tie into the themes of the casino, but also 7 is lucky. So maybe 7 tasks.
I think 7's better because Scott Pilgrim did 7 and not 13.
Yeah, 13's a bit much.
13's a lot to do.
I think
in a
13
movie.
13 for a series might work. Is this a series or a movie?
What do you want it to be?
Probably a movie. I don't want to deal with 13 different bosses.
Yeah, but then you could write an episode on each boss.
Yeah, but we don't have...
Then we can write like a monster of the day, like shitty animated series.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So we'll do 7. We'll do the 7 evil X's.
Of greed.
Yeah, greed's been out there, like getting it,
down.
You know what I'm saying? And now we gotta, in order to get to greed, we have to beat greed's 7 evil X's.
So I think that he has to be like creative about his things, and not all of them are going to
Well,
be.
he's creative in the solutions that he
Yeah.
has to beat them. Are they all like puzzle based?
So I think some of them are going to be puzzle based, and some of them are kind of going to be like.
We had a physical aspect, right? So is it combat based as well?
Did we retcon the physical aspect? I thought we
Mm.
changed that up. I mean, there was also our main character has questions that need to be answered,
Yeah.
which is probably every main character.
Each of the bosses gives them like a little bit more.
Oh, it's like
of
a
the
scavenger
answer.
hunt.
Yeah.
Like, once he beats one of the bosses, he gets like a clue for the next one, but also
So,
a clue on
okay.
how to beat the main bad guy.
It can be a whodunit.
Ooh, how?
Well, he beats the bosses, and then each boss gives him a clue.
But isn't whodunit greed? Ooh, what if there's a bunch of people and one of them's greed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you got to figure out who is greed. So it can be a whodunit.
I'm down.
And
with
we
that.
can cast the guy who's in Knives Out.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, yeah.
I'm so lost.
Oh, so you didn't hear? So, are we
Give us
still?
the recap.
So we have a guy. I'm imagining John Leguizamo.
Mm.
I'd never mentioned that yet. But
Wow. I thought we were Daniel Craig, but that's okay.
I feel like John Leguizamo should be in it.
Can we call him John Lasagna?
On set, yes.
He's got a lot of layers.
Which
Onion
No,
lasagna. Dude, we should make a production company called Onion Lasagna. Layers. Scrap that idea. Anywho, so main character, he is trapped in a casino of his own mind. He's paranoid, not schizophrenic.
yeah.
But he's paranoid because anyone around him could be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's the guy?
Greed
house?
or the house or God.
The physical representation of his like paranoia.
Okay.
Whoever that is. It could be greed, it could be could be the house.
What is he paranoid about exactly?
He's paranoid that the house is like out to get him.
Oh, okay.
And also, there are a bunch of people in the casino, and he's paranoid because early on he's told
Wait.
somebody is
Ding 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 idea bell. We bring back the daughter. But because it's a whodunit, Greed murdered the daughter.
Oh, but he still talks to her like after she's murdered.
Yeah, she's like a force ghost.
Yeah,
And that's the whodunit, is he's trying to figure out who did it.
that makes sense.
But he doesn't know that it's Greed because it's a casino filled with all of the sins. And they're the bosses.
Yeah, I'm down.
Fuck yeah. How many sins are there?
7. Did you not know that?
My biblical knowledge is entirely
Based around Binding of
based
Isaac.
around Binding of Isaac.
See, I was raised Lutheran, so,
Yeah.
and I also play Binding of Isaac.
I was raised on like mac and cheese and kids' cuisines and ham sandwiches.
Dude, kid cuisine, like the little penguin dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they had that. There was some like weird dessert. It's like a pudding thing. Remember that?
I do
You put
remember
the sprinkles in,
I do remember.
and you ate it, and you're like, this
that's
is fun.
so
It kind of
gross.
it distracts me from being poor.
Well, that's exactly what it was.
Those chicken nuggets were terrible.
We ate kids' cuisines, and they were always. I remember as a kid, you put them in the microwave, they came out, and my parents would put them on the table, and it would just be so unbelievably hot.
They were also really wet.
Yeah, they were.
Wet and hot. Plastic trays. We moved on from the movie, man. We're talking about kid cuisine.
Oh, dude, those like the brownies. And you know, like when the corn would like leak into the brownie, and then the brownie would leak into the mac and cheese.
Like, that's the type of food. Like, normally when I get food, I do like to separate it some, but like mixing it is fine. Like when you actually get actual food, that's the type of stuff like you need it separated. You got to open up your corn, eat
What
that,
do you mean?
then open.
It's all schlop.
It's not like Thanksgiving dinner.
See,
Yeah.
These foods don't mesh.
No, they really don't.
So, update. Main character, his daughter was murdered. How old was the daughter? Like, is she like 2 or is she like 25?
I'm thinking like younger / early teens.
Okay, so like,
Wait, she was murdered?
yes.
Because it's a whodunit
So she was murdered by one of
of the sins.
the sins, and it takes place in a
Oh.
casino. And the 7 deadly X's bosses are
Which are the 7 sins.
The 7 sins, and he has to defeat them in some way. I like that idea.
And
It
they
takes-
all give him clues to figure out which of the 7 sins.
It's basically Mega Man because
It
each
is
time
basically Mega
each time
Man.
he destroys or beats one of the sins, he gets a clue on how to a clue on how to figure out like who is the actual one. So I guess
like
greed.
a Blue's Clues clue.
Does it have to take place in a casino? Because I think casino kind of like makes it clear that
We
greed
can't-
is the big bad, and if we want to keep it as a whodunit, we probably shouldn't make it so
Okay.
like
Maybe each of the sins has their own like building.
it's a supernatural, non-Euclidean building that involves. It's a weird supernatural building.
Right.
Within it is a casino which represents greed, and then
Is
some
it
other type of building.
non-Euclidean used in the context of like
So I'm thinking,
shapes?
yeah. So I want it to be like a kind of like fucky geometry. Like a room might exist in the same space as a different room, like that.
It's bigger on the inside.
Kind of like that, yeah. But it's some sort of weird ghost building that has a casino.
That's secret.
Yeah, it's secret.
It has to be secret.
It's got stuff going on, but greed is the one he starts with. So it begins in a casino because he has to address his past. So for lust he addresses his past lovers. For greed he addresses his past greeds.
Oh.
And then Wrath, he addresses the fact that he murdered his daughter. No, I think that one was
That
pretty
could
dumb.
be it.
It could be it. But
That actually, I
that
like
would be pretty killer.
That could be the whodunit. Is he's talking to all these people and like Wrath is last.
ooh, every clue he gets, it says like, oh, this man or the person who murdered them was wrathful because of this or envious because of this. And then at the end, he puts it together and it was him.
That's fucky. I like that.
The fucky ghost building with non-Euclidean geometry. Now that is the center of our story.
Okay, so let's recap. We have a man,
John Leguizamo. Not
John
married to him.
Lasagna.
Also, could we recast him? I don't really like John Leguizamo.
I wanted it to be Daniel Craig.
Okay, we can do that.
Unless you have any better whodunits.
Daniel Craig's like 50-some years old.
So?
How old is our man?
Who? Daniel Craig?
Character.
Oh, he's in
main
his late
character.
20s.
Late 20s?
I don't think
Is he?
Craig can
Should
pull
we-
that off.
Should we bump
Zac
up?
Efron.
Should we bump up his age if his daughter's like 15 or something?
Well, she doesn't have to be 15. She could be 6.
What about Robert
I think
Pattinson?
I don't really want to work with a child actor, and I think it would make more sense if there's.
Hold on. Last week we talked about how we would cast Snoop Dogg as the drizzy whatever,
The Dizzard.
the Dizzard, and that he would ride a Schwinn
That's
yellow bicycle
I thought you said pogo stick.
across many, many miles.
Okay,
This doesn't have to be feasible.
that's fair. I think that logistically, if he wants to get any information out of her,
Mm-hmm.
it might make more sense if she's like not mature, but like 15. You have better ideas than when you're 6.
Can we do 10?
I guess.
Like 12?
Sure. I mean, we also have to show that she's brutally murdered. I guess not brutally. How does he kill her?
That's the whodunit.
Yeah, but like we should know. He doesn't know.
But who did it?
He did it.
Who?
Daniel Craig.
We didn't cast him yet, so you don't know.
Okay,
Have we figured out an actor for?
we're still figuring it out. I like Daniel Craig, but he might be too old for the role. I think
Okay.
that. But
Zac
also,
Efron.
how old is he? Isn't he like?
Probably in his late 20s or
What-
early 30s.
What about Robert Pattinson?
Ooh,
Robert Pattinson?
let's
yeah.
do Robert Pattinson. He's
I think
British.
he could.
He also has that.
All right, what's all this then?
I think that he has that like crazy look that could like kind of show that he could have done like some weird stuff in his past.
Yeah. He can pull off the psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Right, Julio, write this down.
We are recording.
Yeah, but we got to write it
Let
down.
me get my pad and paper or pen and paper.
Pad and paper. You just fire. You just
I'm writing.
look at me, Mom.
Okay. So we have Robert Pattinson who murders his daughter, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And
Wait, is this purgatory? Maybe it's not a secret building. Maybe it's purgatory. Before he can go to either hell or heaven, or
got to figure it out.
he killed his daughter, then he died. Maybe he lived on further in life and then died, or maybe he died.
Well, maybe he killed his
died
daughter
several
through
times.
his own reckless actions that also got him killed.
Yeah, he was like he like
It's like drunk driving or something.
Yeah, that's kind of heavy.
Wait, he also got killed.
Well, if
'Cause
it's
it's
in
purgatory.
purgatory.
Is he, oh.
You can't go to purgatory if you're alive, dumbass.
Oh, maybe you can. Isn't that what Orpheus did?
The Greeks were different. Thank you very much. They could. I mean, they
Patterson is British, not Greek.
for now.
You could become Greek.
I think in Greek mythology they kind of viewed the afterlife as like a physical plane you could go to.
Hmm.
So maybe, what if we set purgatory? It's in New Jersey. Hear me out.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
Wait. This sounds like a ding 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 idea bell moment. Would you like to ring the idea bell?
I was about to explain my idea. We were on a limited time schedule, and you just wasted so much of my fucking time. So Robert Pattinson.
You didn't ring the bell.
Ding, 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 idea bell.
All right, go.
Robert Pattinson plays this man. His name's like John Carpenter. Wait, no. I was thinking like a cool name, but I realized like that's
a real person.
That's a
Oh,
sick
shit.
name.
It is. Fine, Johnny Blaze.
Okay. Johnny Blaze.
So Johnny Blaze,
Johnny Test, but older.
dude, isn't Johnny
This is a
Blaze
Johnny
like,
Test sequel.
Isn't Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider? Why am I asking you guys? I would know that. I'm pretty sure that's Ghost Rider.
Hey, Michael, I don't know if you remember this, but you rang the idea bell and you have yet to explain an idea.
Maybe you should hurry up and explain your idea.
We're on a limited time. You're wasting so much of my time, Michael.
Okay, so he is on a plane. Honestly, scrap this. He died, and then he went to purgatory. And
So through his
soul is
reckless-
being judged.
Through his reckless actions, he killed both himself and his very young daughter.
Quite young, somewhat young. The age is negotiable. His daughter's 43.
Anyways, so he's in purgatory and he doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Because he was drunk,
Also, he's in
very
purgatory.
drunk. So
Yeah.
he doesn't remember anything that happened. So now
Would
he's
that be-
trying to figure it out in purgatory.
So that'd be like
Yeah.
that would be gluttony, but like it would be framed in a way that like he drinks too much. Can we actually write this?
It's pretty cool.
This is kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie. This one's actually kind of cool
Oh,
and like
so-
feasible.
So the dizzard wasn't cool or feasible.
It was a post-apocalypse
Okay.
with Snoop Dogg and a fucking pogo stick.
All right.
It's a bike.
Sorry.
Yellow Schwinn.
It was a yellow Schwinn.
Every time you say Yellow Schwinn, I just imagine Snoop Dogg like smoking a joint while on a pogo stick.
He's not a. I was gonna do the joke, Dizzard. I was gonna do Weed Wizard, and I realized it's just Wizard.
It's just wizard.
Or like a marijuana wizard, which is a mizzard.
Wizard.
Anywho, where were we at? Oh, his soul is being judged, and he
Mhm.
has to address all of his things.
Mhm.
What if it starts off with like the beginning of his life,
Right.
and like it addresses his issues, but he has to like confront them. But also he's got like puzzles he's got to solve in order.
Yeah.
I thought-
From each one, and then they
Like
give him a
actual
clue.
puzzles, like 1,000-piece.
That could be one of them. That could be one
It
of them.
starts with 1,000 piece, and every time it goes up by 10 times. By the end, by the end, he's trying his best. Takes him days to get like a third of it done.
And the puzzle, once it's complete, like shows the image of
That's
him.
the clue.
Of him. Yeah, it's like the clue.
That sounds dumb as hell.
We could probably substitute an actual like puzzle, like not a real puzzle in for the puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
I think that
Yeah,
he
fake puzzle.
Fake
he
puzzle.
he has to confront his own stuff, but he also has to beat like the representation of that
Yeah.
that
It's like
sin.
Scott Pilgrim.
It is.
It is.
That's
It's-
what I said.
it's
Yeah,
Scott
it was-
Pilgrim.
Stylistically, what is this going to be like? I know we mentioned animation.
We kind of
But-
nixed that idea.
Wow, Michael did.
This fucker.
We should have a.
I still like rubber hose bouncing to the beat, but whatever.
I mean, Robert Pattinson can do that. Have you seen him? I'm so excited for the Batman.
I hope he does that in the Batman.
Do you think there's gonna be a sex scene in the Batman?
I hope he masturbates to a carved wooden lady.
I mean, yeah, you know he's gonna do that. Like that's a given. But I'm saying like a sex scene.
Okay, hold on. With our last few minutes, we have to actually write our log line.
I thought we already wrote it.
No.
Oh,
We just took story ideas.
I mean, we don't see a lot of our stuff is like spoilers.
Yeah, but then we write a log line for it.
Yeah. So a man confronts his past demons in search of the murderer of his daughter. In a really fucking cool, spooky, anti-dimensional place building.
We need some more detail.
Yeah.
You need some more
This is-
detail. That's a little too short.
Yeah, I didn't know.
This is this is the bone structure, but we need
Yeah.
some flavor.
some meat. Okay, then can someone else? A man.
A man, a multi-dimensional,
Man.
a dead man.
Ooh.
He's dead.
He is dead.
Do we know he's dead?
We don't. Maybe.
Well, I mean,
What if that's one of the clues? He's like halfway through the movie. It's like he remembers like, oh shit, like I did die.
okay, yeah, that can be one of the clues. I like that. It's not revealed initially that he's dead.
Like he like wakes up in a casino or something or wherever he wakes up. I'm not married to like him starting in casino, but like it could definitely be a thing. But yeah.
A dead man wanders purgatory,
In
confronting his
search,
past demons.
in search of clues.
To the identity of the one who murdered his daughter.
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta fit in that he like doesn't remember. Like
amnesiac dead man. A dead amnesiac instead of man. Just say.
A dead amnesiac wanders purgatory and confronts his past demons while searching for clues of the identity of the one who murdered his daughter. It's a bit clunky at the end.
Yeah.
I think we can clean that up.
Yeah.
While searching for clues or searching for the identity. I don't think we need the word clues.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
Or searching for his daughter's killer.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
We can add a second clarifying sentence if we want. Loglines can be 2 sentences.
Yeah.
We could say he must
complete puzzles.
He must
This is a puzzle movie.
he must confront each of the don't write this down yet.
Don't write it at all.
He must confront each of the 7 deadly sins to something something.
Each of the 7 deadly sins judges his soul. That's not good either.
Wanders purgatory. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the demons part in the first sentence then.
Okay.
Dead amnesiac wanders purgatory while searching for the identity of his daughter's killer. He must confront each of the deadly 7 sins or 7
deadly sins.
7 deadly sins in search for answers.
Ooh, because he had questions that needed answers. That was one of our.
That's right.
We're circling it all back.
Wow.
That's right. It always comes
things
back.
we weren't going to use.
You said we
actually
should
used
cut
them.
this episode early, and Julian says that almost every episode, and I said no.
And we actually want to
Keep going.
continue
Well,
this.
it's
so,
just a bit.
Everything I say is a bit, unless I say it isn't later.
Unless if I start crying and become actually emotionally overwhelmed by the content of the podcast, it's a bit.
Are we done? Can you read it back?
I don't think I finished the second sentence yet.
I said in search for answers.
He must confront. Well, we've already got him like searching for the identity.
Yeah.
He must confront.
In his quest.
Let's give him a
Looking. Thesaurus. Synonyms for searching.
He meets a wizard that gives him a quest.
And that starts the hero's journey.
This is a hero's journey movie.
That's right. That's also a whodunit.
Ooh, post-credit scene. He wakes up in another casino because the hero's journey. You meet it's a different casino, but
It's a circle.
It's
The hero's circle.
It's a circle. Ouroboros. We should call the movie Ouroboros Casino of Sinful Pleasure. Not the pleasure part.
Okay, can we come up with a title?
House always wins. No, that was too
It
casino-y.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't relate as much anymore. And also, we are casting House. Casting Robert Pattinson.
The Batman and the Joker and the 7 deadly sins
Go on a walk together.
and his daughter died.
All right.
But his daughter
You
died.
like long titles.
Long titles are very funny.
Wait, have you seen? No, I'll ask you later.
All right, let's get this title nailed. What's the most important thing? The most important thing has to go first.
Robert Pattinson likes movies that have weird titles. He's in a lot of them. So what if
That means he likes them.
Shut up. He's in Good Time. What if we call it Not a Really Good Time?
Not a really
No.
good.
Don't.
Oh, I've already written it.
All right. Well,
It's
there you
set
go.
in stone.
Not a really good time. That's our title.
I think I would agree. Robert Pattinson probably isn't having a great time
No.
in this movie.
What if he is? What if we frame that like he's just having a blast? Like, God, I love puzzles. Or
Purgatory puzzle.
I love puzzles, mate. He doesn't talk
Wow.
like that.
No, he doesn't talk like that at all.
But in the movie, he will.
Okay, great.
He speaks with an exaggerated British accent, but the character is
That
not
was
British.
Australian. What you did.
Yeah, that was pretty Australian.
I don't want to talk about it. Just don't talk to me.
Okay, so Pleasant Day in Purgatory.
Meeting
Great. I
my
love it. I love
Nick's
it.
ready to be done.
Pleasant day in purgatory.
We gotta get something that's really good. Like
I
these
think
ideas
that's
are
pretty
good.
good.
but
It
I
has
think we need
alliteration.
something really does.
I love alliteration.
I do too.
It also completely shifts the tone of the movie because this is like a darker movie, and then we're just like, what if it's fun? Like he enjoys it.
Looking for my daughter's killer.
Okay, well then I guess let's think about what are other whodunit movies, like what are their titles? Knives Out is called Knives Out because it ends up being relevant at the end.
Sins Out. So he is the killer.
Mask Off, like the Future song. Because he
knows that.
The mask.
He takes the mask off, and it's just him.
Yeah.
It's like the cover of Us.
Yep.
Puzzle. The puzzle. Puzzle. The puzzler.
Ooh, the Riddler. I need water. Holy shit. Dude, the way you like
instantly clutched your head after that. You're like,
water. I got so excited.
got so excited about the
Riddler. Great.
The puzzler,
No.
or maybe the Riddler, looks
up.
for his daughter, who he actually killed, but maybe not. You'll find out once you get to the end of the movie.
Monster House.
Hold on.
2.
The puzzles of the afterlife.
The puzzle.
That sounds like a romantic novel.
It sounds like a 1980s like Japanese anime.
You said he likes long titles that are confusing.
I do like long titles that are confusing.
Logline. Thank you.
Thank you.
Minecraft.
Crap.
Okay, so he's...
Robert Pattinson likes Minecraft. That's the name of the movie.
What if we call it It Begins in a Casino?
Casino Royale. Like instead of Casino Royale.
And then we cast Daniel Craig as James Bond.
And he makes a cameo. He's not the main character. He's just kind of like in it for a second.
We're really struggling with this title.
What if we just figure it out later?
Yeah, all right, we're done.
Tune in next week when we continue this.
The title of this episode can be "We didn't make a title for this movie." Exclamation point!
Do the titles of the movies usually are the titles that you come up with usually the titles of the episode?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. Mansions of Madness. We're gonna shift to a mansion
because each of the things are different themed mansions.
Yeah,
I love how each title we come up with like changes a very integral part of the story.
John Leguizamo presents Robert Pattinson in The Puzzler, or maybe the Riddler, but he's looking for his daughter, and he does puzzles? Question mark.
I can get behind that.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I like that.
Can we just call him like the Sinful Puzzler?
The Sinful Puzzler.
That sounds porny.
I guess anytime you use the word sinful, it's gotta sound like a porn.
What if? Okay, I have an idea. What if it's the Puzzler, but we just jumble all the letters together so they mean nothing?
So like, you have to figure it out.
ZZPLULTE.
I love this idea.
The Puzzler.
So our new title is Zazapulter. That sounds terrible.
But then hold on. No. I like it because then when people get in the theater and the title card comes up, it gets unscrambled into the Puzzler.
What if we call it Scrambled?
Scrambled eggs. How would you like your eggs? That's the name of the
Puzzled. Puzzled eggs. It's like Uncut Gems.
Puzzled eggs. I like that bit.
Uncut Gems.
I like that a lot.
Puzzled eggs.
Puzzled eggs. I really like puzzled eggs.
Okay.
Can we do puzzled eggs?
Can that be the working title?
Yeah.
Cool. Puzzled eggs.
I think it should be the guest that determines the title.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, like,
do you want puzzled eggs?
Let's say puzzled eggs.
All right, deal. Puzzled eggs.
Puzzled eggs.
Watch. Okay. Are we good?
Wow.
Great. Now, Julian, can you read off our log line and our... Do we finish the log line?
Not really. I just kind of pushed it in there.
All right, great. Well, read the log line and read the title, please.
A dead amnesiac wanders purgatory while searching for the identity of his daughter's killer. He must confront each of the 7 deadly sins on his journey.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
And
Puzzled eggs.
Puzzled eggs.
Thank you and good night.
Seattle.
All right.
Thanks for listening. Puzzled eggs.
And that's the news.
And that's movies.
cut.
Great.